Hello, everybody. Welcome to Adronis Contact Liaison. Adronis, what do you mean exactly by a contact liaison? What is it that they do, and what will they do together with me? Well, you would have to look at that very similar to how we connect with Brad, because we, in a way, represent a type of contact liaison for Brad, or at least, again, that was our original intention. It has grown into much more than just that. But when we first started, when we first connected with Brad, we were functioning as his contact liaison, which means we were helping him to grow. We were helping him to nurture himself a lot more. We were encouraging him to go into his heart, to clear away a lot of the cobwebs and emotional disarrays and hardships and conflicts and challenges that he had over the years. And we will say that he has succeeded spectacularly in doing this. Our relationship with him has grown even beyond what we would consider to be our own expectations. Really, we didn't really have any expectations, but basically seeing his growth of where he has gone has certainly been very, very warm and welcoming to us. So our original intention was to introduce ourselves in this way. Now, here's the thing that Brad may not even know as well too. Our contract with him, as it were, yes, was made at that particular time. Again, this contract is made prior to you even incarnating in the body for him to meet with us. Now, let us just say that Brad was not taking up channeling. Let us say that he was in some way aware of us, but was still not really getting the hint to contact us. If we cannot make contact with you internally, it will start to shift into a greater gradients of contact, which means you would start having dreams about us. If the dreams did not succeed, then you will start getting signs and synchronicities within your reality that is sent by us to you. And if that still doesn't work, we may, in some way, project ourselves into your reality for you to know that we are here. In other words, what you would know as a personal contact. Now, again, that is the last resort. The last resort relates to the idea of having a physical, present contact with your contact liaison, simply because it is contractual in its nature. It is the signature upon the dotted line that we were reminding you that you have with us. And so Brad, of course, did not have to do that. He was able to therefore connect with us through level number 1. Adronis, what's level number 1? Internal contact. That's level 1. All right. So again, if you did not go into that, we would again often go into dreams. That would be level 2. We would therefore bring forward signs and synchronicities into your reality. That would be level 3. Level 4 would represent the idea of personal contact. And as you sense that presence here, we want you just to take in what you are experiencing. If you do not feel anything, do not be alarmed. You can continue to work with this type of presence again and again until it does become more transparent, until it does become more apparent. As we stated, it's about cleaning the heart. It's making sure that heartstring is nice and tight. But now you let that presence come through. And you may, in a way, see something. You may hear something. You may smell something. You may taste something. You may touch something. Just be aware of your presence, of the presence that is within this space.
I have a question in regards to that. What is the difference between like emotional healing and inner work, for example, which is like, as you said, more of like the cleaning out those levels
versus the indirect method, yes.
The indirect method.
Because you're working with the mind, because the emotions appear to you as objects. And you are clearing out those particular objects by, again, moving into higher ground. As Brad says, getting high on love. So as you get high on love, you now look at all of that, and now all of that starts to fade. The object, the image of it starts to fade away because all you're looking at now is love. So that is the indirect method, and that's still powerful. It still is very, very powerful, because basically what you're doing is you're clearing away all of the layers of the heart until you feel that you are now able to go right directly to the summit, because the summit involves self-inquiry. That is the direct method that goes to subject, not object. If you focus so much on object, on people, places, events, and things, you are having to work with the mind. And again, the mind is putting on the policeman's uniform, when in fact the mind is the thief. And again, it's running you around in circles. So when you're doing something like the BCR technique or the release technique, the Sedona method, etc., those again are helpful because it's helping you to clear out a lot of those images, and you're no longer seeing yourself confined to those images. So what you're doing is you're making the weight of the garbage representing the ignorance thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner through such methods as BCR technique, as release technique, and so forth. As that thins, you now say, can I go to the top? And to go to the top is self-inquiry. And now you're focusing on the subject of I. As you focus on the subject of I, you're staying there. Who am I? Am I aware? I am staying within the I. I'm staying within my awareness. I'm giving it my attention. As I give it my attention, the rest of everything that's happening within the heart is being completely drawn away. It's melting in that way. It's dissolving away. So what that means is that the permanence of the divine, of the self, of God, is coming through and clearing out everything else, because you are in the space of perfection, permanence.